very welcome back to the show now. Do you have pain around your neck and shoulders? Do you often get tension headaches and pain in the head? Do you spend a lot of time on your smartphone or maybe hunched over your devices? Well, if so, you could be suffering from text neck syndrome. And here to tell us all about it is physical therapist Andy Tully. Thank you so much for joining us on the show today, Andy. We started talking about this in the office the other week because my shoulders were up here. I was like that, and I couldn't actually, you put them down and they pop straight back up. Yeah. The pain in the back of your neck, the tension in around your traps, your muscles in the middle of your shoulder blades, and it was getting unbearable. Right. Googling what it is, it's text neck. How did I get it?
Yeah, so text neck is just it's another way of capturing what we call forward head posture.
Forward head posture.
Forward head posture, yeah. So it's just, text neck was a phrase that was used to coin it because we're on our smartphones so much nowadays. Yeah. We're on our laptops and we're bent over our work devices if we're sitting at our desks for 8 hours a day. Yeah. But really what forward head posture is what it says. Our head is too far forward for our neck. Exactly like that, yeah. And then that puts a lot more strain on the back of your neck muscles, which also causes pain in your shoulders. Yeah. So ideally, we should all sit with our head on our neck and our neck on our shoulders and nicely supported. So we're all sitting up, everyone sits up straight away.
So literally, if you're on your phone, you're like this.
Yeah,
and you're like this, and your neck kind of is almost out like a.
So your head becomes
or an ostrich or whatever.
Every time your head goes kind of another inch,
like this here,
inch more forward. Yes, exactly like that. Yeah. So once your head comes a little bit forward, every inch it moves forward, it kind of gets 10 pounds heavier.
Wow.
So you're putting that extra weight on your neck and shoulder muscles, and then that extra weight is causing extra tension, extra load, and extra stress. And that's what causes your neck to be sore and your shoulders to be sore.
And would that have a knock-on effect to the other muscles in your back and your body?
Yeah, well, everything is working harder to hold everything in place, correct. And it can also cause a little bit of additional wear and tear to your neck bones, your cervical spine. So ideally, we want to try and sit upright, maintain a nice posture is what we call it. Yeah. So
we're all
happens every time I say I'm a physio, everyone just sits up straight. Yeah. So you won't necessarily, everyone won't always get pain from it. It's really just about how long you spend in that position. Yeah. So it's coined text neck because nowadays we're on our smartphones so much.
Is it getting worse in your experience in the last number of years?
Definitely, because we're all a little bit more sedentary in our jobs. So the forward head posture will affect you in your day job if you're an office worker. Then you're coming home on the bus and you're on your phone, then you're sitting there in the evening watching TV on your laptop or on your phone. So we're just spending more time in this kind of rounded posture with your shoulders rounded and head forward. Yeah. So, I wouldn't spend as much time in that position because I'm up and about treating people, active, teaching Pilates classes, whereas someone else is always in that position, so they might have more symptoms than I would.
So how do you, who typically gets this though? Is it like sedentary office workers?
Exactly, just people that are in those kind of positions for a long period of time. So it doesn't specifically pick target students or different age groups. It's really just about who's spending that much time in that position.
I suppose now with smartphones, everyone can get it though, from young and old. I mean, especially if you're younger, having that sort of posture and your muscles fixed in that sort of posture for a long period of time, from like, some kids are 6, 7, 8 and they have their smartphones. We're kind of planning for a really bad future for them. Really.
Well, the way to kind of counteract it is to obviously take breaks from your devices, take breaks in work, try and exercise. So we'll go through a couple of exercises now in a moment that you can all do at home. And you're just trying to keep yourself posturally strong. Yeah.
Is it kind of the old-fashioned way of having a book on your head and that's the way you should be standing, kind of?
Yes,
Just to be a bit simplistic about it.
Ideally, your head needs to sit on your shoulders, and then your shoulders would sit over your hips, and your hips kind of are straight over your ankles, and that's a nice line to hold.
No, if you kind of move your neck from side to side, how do you know you have it? I mean, like it's like a pepper grinder sometimes when I go like that. That's probably not.
That's normal because you've got moving parts in your body, so different things click and pop, and your knees crack and creaks, and
your back aches and your toes going. Oh, it's terrible. But
all that's normal. Like provided it's not causing you pain. So someone who would have a lot of pain. Then they would need to go get that looked at. So if they're
where's the pain? Where is the pain?
So
if you have this particular syndrome, where does the pain manifest itself?
At the base of the neck.
Yeah.
across the shoulders, maybe down between the shoulder blades a little bit.
Yeah.
And then you mentioned tension headaches there at the intro.
What is a tension headache as opposed to other headaches?
Yeah, so a tension headache is whereby the muscle is giving you pain, and that pain starts to refer up into the head. And generally it kind of comes around by the ear and sometimes into the back of the neck. Back of the eye. So if I'm treating someone, I can hit a pressure point and it'll refer into their head and they'll feel it. So it becomes a tension headache when it's really bad.
So I suppose sometimes a lot of people might mistake a tension headache for sinus or something if it is coming out the eye and the face.
Yeah, well, sinus can be a little bit more central, but you will have a sore neck with your
kind
tension
of there.
headache. Yeah, so it travels up from the base of the neck.
Can you heal yourself? Musician heal thyself. But you know, can you do things to alleviate your symptoms a little?
Yeah, absolutely. So obviously going for a neck massage or something like that is very beneficial. So I'd see a lot of people for that. But then there is some exercises we can do. So if we all want to try this, all right? So
ready?
bit of fun. So you just kind of take your two fingers and place them on in front of your chin. And what you're looking to do here is draw your chin away from the fingers. Yeah, so we all have a lovely double chin, and then we allow it to come back again. So it's called a chin tuck. So as you tuck your chin in, you should feel the muscles at the back of the neck kind of lengthen and tighten. So they're pulling your head back. So doing that,
delightful.
Exactly. Yeah. Do this in the privacy of your own home, maybe not on TV.
Too late for that, I'm afraid.
So doing this a couple of times a day, maybe.
How long should you hold it?
You can hold it for about 10 seconds, and then you can do repetitions of 3 sets of 10. All right. So you can feel that tension. So that's just strengthening the muscles to help pull the head back.
Yeah. Okay.
Another nice one is if we have our arms like this, it's a W position, and you just draw your shoulders and your arms back. But don't let your head come forward. Okay. So keep your chin tucked in.
You still have your double chin.
Well, you still have your double chin a little bit,
so attractive.
So again, you can do that a couple of sets of 10 and hold it for 10 seconds. Okay, so that's just getting the shoulder muscles.
Yes.
Oh, that is
It is
nice.
nice.
Amazing.
It is nice.
Yeah, that is nice.
And then the final one that people should do is with text neck. What's going on is the muscles at the front of the neck are shortened while the ones at the back are lengthened. So you want to stretch the muscles at the front. So if you place your hand on your collarbone and then you stretch up and you feel that release. So that's helping to stretch the front. And again, you can hold that for 30 seconds. Yeah.
I can hear the lads roaring, laughing at me inside the gallery. But I know I may look ridiculous, but this feels lovely.
It does feel good,
Yeah. So it's a combination of stretching the muscles at the front, strengthening the muscles at the back.
I have a question. If you have text neck, can you put your head all the way back, like drop your head back? Because I can't put my head back like that.
Like what?
Like if you drop your head back, I can't do that.
Yeah, well, then you could.
Text neck.
Yes, you do.
You've short muscles in the front.
And that can be just you've definitely got tight neck muscles, and they're just not enabling you to move all the way back.
It's not about the stretching in the front. It's that my neck feels really weak at the back, like it's going to give in.
So definitely a kind of a weak neck is a sign that your neck muscles are maybe under a little bit too much pressure, and they're finding it difficult to hold your head, or if your head gets heavy and tired.
Yeah, my ego's really big. So.
Yeah, well, that's it. Yeah.
That's not true. That is not true at all. Okay, so sometimes you have mild symptoms. Sometimes the symptoms get more severe. When should you go to see a physical therapist or a physiotherapist or a medical professional?
Yeah, so if the symptoms are very severe and ongoing, so if you're getting neck pain regularly, if you're getting the tension headaches with that also, well, then you should definitely get some help with that if they're lasting a long time. Other symptoms, if people just don't like the way they're looking in terms of their posture, people will come to me and go, look, my posture isn't great, can you help me? So we do Pilates classes in our clinics. So people will come to do the Pilates just to help.
And can that help the whole entire
body? Absolutely, yeah. So you're strengthening your core, you're strengthening your neck and shoulders, you're strengthening your lower limbs, your leg and your back, and it all works together to just keep you a little bit more upright.
And how often should you do a Pilates class if you do?
Well, definitely once a week. We have people come on to us 2-3 times a week. So any exercise like that is very, very important. So we should all be doing 2 or 3.
Hey, Geraldine, now do you remember what? No, here first, right, that way. That way first, and then YMCA.
That's it, draw back and hold.
This is the best one.
And then
the stretch, And then you want to complement those kind of daily exercises with the things like the Pilates.
What kind of Pilates are good? Is it any kind or reformer?
Yeah, any kind, So reformer or mat Pilates are the 2 main types. So anything like that will definitely help this.
When I slipped a disc, that's exactly what the physio was Pilates moves. That's exactly what it was. It's so
it's all
helpful.
core-based.
Yeah, it's so helpful.
But just exercising regularly. We should all be doing 2 to 3 strength sessions sessions a week,
Yeah.
as well as our cardio sessions, 2 or 3 of those a week. So you're getting a mix.
You just need to move a bit more, and I suppose get up
Exactly.
out of your seat
Yeah.
and walk. For
Particularly
a couple of
office
an hour.
workers that are 8 hours bent into their computers and then they don't look up for a couple of hours and they're all sore and stiff. Like, they definitely need to be taking regular breaks. They can be doing those little exercises, and then they want to be exercising on their own time to
The
stay
amount
strong.
of people now that are around the place that say going like this.
On the bus home, on the bus home, yeah.
But you can do it sitting at your desk if you
Yeah,
need to.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
just feel the strain.
I tell people to do it at their desk as part of their home exercise program, or if they're going into work on the bus, you can be doing it on the bus. Things like that.
Instantly.
On the Lewis, on the
Wherever
Dart,
there's
wherever.
there's a
This
bit of
is
space.
really nice. I feel much better already. Oh God, something just like
Yeah, that's you fixed now. No.
that's it. You've cured me. At serviceyourbody.ie.
Yes.
You're based in Lucan and Selbridge.
Yes.
So if people want to get in touch with you, they can.
Yeah,
do
drop
that.
me an email. I'd be happy to see them.
We need to send Geraldine here. She's actually roll her over a trash.
She was saying she was a little bit sore, all right, at the
If she
start.
puts her neck back, she'll never get it forward again. by the sounds of things.
I need someone to push me up.
Well, that head is so big there, you know.
I know.
It's the brain, Geraldine, the weight of your brain.
Ego, yeah.
Listen, thank you so much for joining us
problem.
on the
Thanks
show
for
today.
having
It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll keep doing our exercises now on this break time. But when we come back, One Hotel has come up with the perfect way to get over your marriage. All will be revealed in 3.
Get on the road for less with insuremycars.ie.